Hello, this is Vulturefire, and this video, instead of tilting myself out by playing more Rush, the plan here is to just do a more straightforward Rue build. So the main goal here is to do a Rue run where I am not relying on that one Rue card. Or not the Rue card, Barbicale. It's not a Rue card at all. So the idea here is that we are going to do a fairly straightforward run. I think I'm going to go one Riposte, one Blade Totem. I'm not totally certain that is. So, Combat Ready is another card where it's like, I don't know. The Combat Ready is kind of a flex spot where it's like, I'm not sure exactly what this should be. The main core of the deck is we're just doing Rue things. We've got Reckless Chase. We've got other things. I kind of think this might actually want to be an Execution. If we are leaning into the chases. If we have the rummages, I kind of would like a whatchamacallit. Kind of would like to fit in like a Putrid Idea, but can I kind of predict for Putrid Idea? Does my mana work out for that? I'm not sure. Because the Tricky Focus is only +1 mana now. I think we're going to stick with this, and we'll see how it goes. The card pool is about what you would expect. We've got, like I said, just kind of this grab bag of generally value Rue stuff. We're not playing Barbicale, but aside from that, kind of open season on whatever seems like it would work. I don't know that this deck can afford Royal Coffers or Flood of Insight, so I'm not running them. It's absolutely an argument for them, though. I'm trying to think what else I might want here that I don't have. Probably lots of stuff. I didn't even give this... Actually, no, it's fitting that this has the default card back. And it's a Blade Totem. It's kind of the iconic default Rue card. Give me a second. All right, so yeah, plan is overall we are going to do Rue things. Enemies are going to Rue the day that they thought they could fight us. I don't want to deal with Hunt. I don't want to deal with Emptiness either, but we'll try it. This could actually be a relatively rough set of idols. Endurance is harder for Rue than other characters. But like again, imagine really an easier set of idols. I mean, like swapping out Emptiness for Hunger could be good. We'll see what ends up happening. Those all seem fine. So we are going into Bale later. And we are dealing with Emptiness in all areas, which means that if we aren't getting turn 1 kills, that could be frustrating. Of course, Shah'Ru is good, but we would want to have Cleanse to make that really work. Starting White Flame actually is useful. This is normally not something I would say is that valuable. But in this case, it lets us deal with, gives us a way to handle that one thing that, Fortress. Although I was not paying enough attention to whatever was coming out. Okay, so Keen Strike is a card I am allowing myself to take. So on the one hand, I want to go left here so that I can try and get an Enraged Persistence. On the other hand, if I go right, I get a lot of shots at Keen Edge Strike, and I can get an Artillery, and I don't have to fight Sleegay. So I think that's the plan. I'm going to start here. I think Keen Edge Strike, Sharpened Weapon is pretty bad. I think on balance, Keen Edge Strike is worth enough that I want to go this direction. This is an awkward hand. And we're going to have to just do that. Oh, I should have done that first. Honestly, if I explode, it's kind of whatever. Yeah, exploding was totally fine. And that's a good way to start the run. Oh man, that's a great way to start the run. I would like to see a Binta card here. I'd be pretty sad if we don't get Binta cards here. Let's go. Thinking where I want to point these. I'm gonna have to point one there to get that kill. We don't quite finish off, but we don't take any damage here. I'm gonna see Rapaz doing good work. Oh man, see, Keen Strike won us that fight. Alright, Infested Rites is perfect. Love to see it. This is also pretty good. I mean, all three of these are actually incredible items. I think the Tabard is... because the Tabard will work with the Bleed, which I think makes it more valuable. So this one... let me see. So our choices are... we can either go after... I think the fact that these two cards are both kind of dead means that going here makes more sense, because like Lurking Presence is okay. Blighted Bite, I don't love, but it would let us ensure that we could deal with whatever. I don't generally like any of this, but there's a world where I take a Bracing Call, because that opens up taking additional turns if needed. I would have obviously preferred to have gotten the Bleed on you outright, but yep, everything's off to a phenomenal start. Yeah, Ferric Antics is also pretty reasonable. Let's see, Armory is actually very good right now, I think. We are a bit low on mana, but I think it should be fine. So this fight we do really need to close out quickly, or it's going to get bad. Ooh, I forgot about that part of this. So if we summon a second, whatchamacallit, it'll spawn in front. Okay, we're guaranteed to get mana here. Now I'm looking at exploding. I think we just do that. Yeah, that reflect is really annoying though. Alright, so we didn't get the kill, but we got close enough that I think we should be able to get it here, hopefully. It's unfortunate that that copy now does nothing. Yeah, that'll hurt, but we got the kill. That's also very good. I think I'm willing to... This is very good. That's very good. They both... I think we already have enough good strikes that I would like to just have copies. That's very good because that actually means picking that up means the pathing into this becomes a lot better. I think upgrading Absorb Demise here actually makes a lot of sense. I can see an argument for cutting the Blade Totem here. I can see an argument for not cutting it. I think the Rummages... I think with where the deck is at, the Rummages being cut makes a decent amount of sense. And this fight I am also kind of worried about because, again, if we got to let the Mirror Mist nonsense. However... It's unfortunate these two are going to die at the same time. It's also really unfortunate. I just noticed they're all applying Blade. So I really would like to get kills here. I'm very fine at trading out fighting these instead. Alright, that's fine. Right, yeah, so we don't get the turn 1 kill here, but actually we kind of do because we get the riposte. Hashtag skill game, hashtag exactly as planned. I would take the Essence Sap. Oh man, this is tempting. But I think having the extra Max Frost is very good going into Emptiness fights, since it reduces the ability for Emptiness to do nonsense and chicanery. Did you know there's some people who don't agree with me and think that Keen Strike is anything other than phenomenal? Unfortunately, it's... Oh, wait, no, we can actually play it here. We don't get a ton of value out of it, but... Oh, just kidding. We have cards. Or, sorry, there are people who think that Haunted... whatchamacallit? Cursed Horseshoe words. God, my brain just shuts off sometimes. Some people think Cursed Horseshoe isn't actually phenomenal, but it really is. Oh, that doesn't quite kill. I thought it would. That's fine. Riposte will get it. Haha! Kind of think this just has to be another riposte. Oh, whoops, I meant to get that first. Oh, that's fine. We are going to be bleeding next turn though, which is unfortunate. And I think we are going to have to see you next turn. Just kidding, we're not, because guess who's here to save the day? That's right, riposte. Absolutely, I'll take a second one of those. I maybe should have thought for more than 0 seconds about taking the draw 5, because that's also just very, very good. Brew is completely fair. Teenage Strike is completely fair. Just fair things all the way down. I think I would. No, we're here for the artillery. I'm not gonna forget the artillery. I only almost forgot the artillery. This is a really awkward hand. Fortunately, we've got a way of dealing with awkward hands. It's called cheating. Riposte saves the day again. Just gonna play this for riposte value. That fatigue is brutal. Fatigue and the whatchamacallit are kind of say things I did not want to deal with. Let's do that. So, you may remember, we picked up strong tea. You may not remember. My memory is trash. So I would not blame you. The nice thing here is, we're going to get to blow up all of that frenzy. She's going to make life a lot easier. We're also going to blow you up to get us more draw. So we didn't quite have enough mana. Absolutely, though, upgrading the Absorb Demise, super paying off. No regrets about that one. I think we're going to need to copy this. Although we're not actually going to get value out of it. All right, that's good, because I think that ensured that we didn't double freeze. God, that was just the worst hand, though. Because if we weren't frozen, we would have won from riposte, but I think there's no way that we can be denied our kill this turn. This is about the roughest that fight could have gone, or that last turn could have gone, and it was fine, it turned out. That's that's going to be a no. This is very good. That's very good. Rupture strike is more like where we're at. That's very good. That'll just completely shut down emptiness, or specifically emptiness's attempts to do whatever. I think we're going to upgrade. I mean, the Cannon Strike upgrades are not bad. I think we want to do Execution Plus, actually. And I think we're going to cut... The Essence Sap actually did okay work for us. I think everything gets to stay. Everything has performed. Nothing has kind of leapt out and said this needs to go. All right, so on the one hand, that's it. That's the whole sentence. Trying to think through what all our options are of cards we can pick up. There aren't any. The only enemy summoning cards come from, well, no, those at least are not present. These are both very good. That does kind of lock us into taking this route. If we go this route, we get more events. Events in this area are a little sketchy. I don't think we're beating Night Stalker with this list, but miracles happen occasionally. So the thing here to pick up would be a Spectral Focus. Although, I also don't hate forcing out a Cold Realization. Going here, we could get, like, Invigorating Sunlight would be very good, is the other thing. So we could go up this route, we can force out the Cold Realization there. We get 2 events here. We don't get the post-mid-boss events, but like I said, I don't think we're beating Night Stalker anyway. So, we could go here if we really needed to force out whatever, but... And then just like, the cards here, these 2 elite cards are just so good. And we get to hit 2 fights of those, which seems very good to me. I could have copied that, but I didn't think it was worth it. I could have been wrong. We'll see. Get that set up. All right. So I wouldn't hate having a bit of cleanse, but I don't think it's super important. Should have seen about maybe spyglassing something there. So our mana situation is starting to look a little dire. Oh, I was really thinking that was going to kill. Because that makes this kind of awkward. Yeah, we need more draw, we need more whatever. I think we just pass turn. There's no reason to do anything else here. Pernicious Totem is very good. That doesn't mean we are even more inclined to pick up draw. So there's part of me that wants to go here to get spectral focus, so we can also get like mana here. What are the downsides? The downside is this fight is a major pain in the ass. If we don't kill turn 1, we probably can't. This fight gives us draw. I think we're just going to go this way. I don't think it's worth taking the 2 extra fights. What upgrade can we get that helps us the most? This upgrade being cheaper and getting an extra hit. Both of those seem very good. Reckless Chase doing more. This being better, like that's not that good of a, the things like that's a relatively small upgrade, but that gets us actually 2 extra hits. I think it's actually probably worth it. Getting plorped. Alright, was distracted by one day when you talk about the card Fridge Ritual, which is not in this deck. I'm just going to take the powerful buff, and here we go. Hunger is not active, which is very nice for this fight. Oh, Alright. Alright. Doom. I should have done that first. I'm not very smart. Yeah, you are super dead. You're also probably dead. Just gonna take us a little bit longer to set that one up. Nice and clean, relatively. This is very good. I think I do want to re-roll and take that, though, because I think card draw is more a problem right now. I don't think this actually does anything for us. We don't have a great use for the doubling spyglass, but I think just using it now with fragile concentration is probably good. Oh, we can't take the minus card. As much as we would like the threshold, we can't take the minus card size, minus hand size. Alright, this fight. We are currently playing one of the only decks where there's actually a chance that we end up summoning out the Dama eggs. Normally that's just not a thing that happens. Oh, I guess I need to. Let's do that. Yeah, there's the punish for my mistakes. I may actually copy. I think I'm actually gonna copy this exhaustion just so we can draw extra cards. It's a relatively weak turn, but it's all going to be. It's a pretty good setup turn until inevitably we get exactly Dispel 3 this time. Every time. Yay! That's why emptiness can be pretty frustrating to fight. We got a great setup going, and now we don't. Oh wow, that wasn't actually lethal. I just assumed it would be. Because it was before, because I didn't factor in being screwed over by whatchamacallit. All right, we are going to explode here, but I think that's fine. Oh, we don't have any evasion left, huh? I just kind of assumed we would. Guess we just didn't actually kill that much stuff that turn. Wow, that's rude. But hey, Dom is dead. We can do that to draw cards, and then it'll die. Soothing Sky's helping out. I don't think that's what we're looking for. I think we do want to reroll here. I don't think Handful of Knives is enough good, justify not taking Crystal Egg. That's actually okay. It's not the most useful thing ever, but it's certainly not terrible. Upgrading this is pretty good because we just get... This is so good. I don't know that we have the hand size to justify upgrading this, but I want to. So I might. Both of these I think are very good upgrades. I'm going to go with that. I'm still pretty happy with the deck overall. I kind of like that it won a second riposte. The other things, like we haven't found any other enemy summons. We haven't found any Forbidden Knowledge. We haven't found any, whatchamacallit, which is unfortunate. This is 14 plus. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, because then we want to ensure we kill that. I realize that cost us mana, but... Alright, so we have a kill there. We can actually do that. Alright, you've got to die. Well, that's a little unfortunate, because copying this doesn't actually do anything for us. It would have on a previous patch, but you can copy that, I guess, which is some value. So we end up getting quite a lot of poison out here, actually. Bye. Wow, it didn't actually just steal our whatchamacallit this time. Bye. Okay. Against Strike is not terrible. I don't think... It's okay in this upcoming fight. Embrace is also very good. Cold Realization, I don't think we need. I think we picked up... I think mana is kind of where we're at on pickup ones right now, especially something like Arms Race, which has the benefit of being very good. It's a major benefit, you know, for cards to be good. Turns out. You heard it here first. Playing good cards is way better than playing bad cards. I'm actually going to copy that. Okay, good. Oh. You're absolutely exploding at least once here, probably more than once. But we're exploding for value. So we can't play both of these. I think we are playing one. And we're exploding. Basically, it comes down to, is it worth playing out this Blade Totem? And I think the answer is no. Also, I do realize I haven't used that yet this fight. Or this run. Look, I don't always have a plan. Or I don't always have a good idea of what I'm actually doing. I think this is going to die. Yeah, it's dead. Bye. And then we explode. Twice. But we do get to evade the actual hit, which means that we're going to riposte. Because, yeah, riposte is still good. We have to copy them out. You know, in my head, I know this is going to work out because we're going to absorb Demise. I'm not going to need to, though, because... Oh, I should have played it for the life. It's too caught up on not needing the mana. All right, that's good. I'm going to need that mana. That's basically worthless, but that is... Oh, right, we don't have... I just need to remember we have Spyglass. I think this is worse than the other options. I think it's worse than... I would take, like, a Tiny Book over the Cursed Horseshoe, but I think that is. It's weird for me to pass this up. It's... I don't know, like... The big thing with the Frost Amulet is the Frost Amulet stops us from ever getting double frosted in a turn. Because if we ever get, like, 20... If we ever get, like, to the point where we are frozen for 2 turns consecutively, that is very bad for us. And that alone, I think, is a reason to keep this. If I remembered whether or not we were dealing with Endurance in the last area, I would cut this if we weren't fighting Endurance. And it's probably worth it anyway. We just get so much value out of whatever. Subject Adaptation is very good. If I recall correctly, we are fighting Bay later, although like we don't need that. I think we go here anyway, just regardless of anything, just for all the potential value we can get. See what we get out of this, just out of curiosity. That is 10 plus 18, which is 28, which is not enough. Oh, whoops, I should have pitched that. Well, it's fine. At this point, we go and do that. There we go. Still absolutely not the cleanest deck I've ever had. I don't know. Fair Cantics was sort of like I used to love a lot. I have had struggles with lately, I would say. It's not mana is one of the main things. We're still holding on to that. I'll take the Cold Realization. We just lose health if we play that when we can't. It may be worth it. Absolutely, we're pitching that. Guess we'll just do that. Okay, that bleed just vanished. That's unfortunate. I forgot that bug, I guess, still exists. I thought it was gone. Alright, not a great turn one. Especially depending on what comes out here. Oof. I guess that's actually, of the things that could have happened, that was actually probably the best. But that turn one was obviously very bad. Does not bode well for our future. I want to play this, but we don't have space in hand. Yeah, I think that's all we do this turn. Which is not much, but there's only so much I can do through that starting fatigue just is brutal. Here, of course, is the cleanse. Or the dispel, rather, which is really annoying. God. At least this time, I guess we didn't completely start with it. But yeah, the fact that we can't copy whatchamacallit is really brutal. We're going to copy that. These are very crystallized, which is a problem. I am aware. Thank you. So we only have the one evasion right now. In my head I was going to kill that, and then because I forgot. Yeah, that was you remember what I said about getting double frozen being very bad for us? There's a chance I may have just killed us. I don't think there's any way we're getting out of this. Yeah, because like... No, yeah, we're just dead. I've got to just play that fight better. We would have been in a lot better shape if I just hadn't fucked up I'm gonna rest once and cut what? Possibly don't actually want 2 keen edge strikes. Possibly don't want the cold realization. I think we cannot actually use the cold realization. We just don't have the space in hand. Should we get on that? God, the thing is, like, now I'm really tempted to throw more cards into this turn just for that. I don't think that's worth it. Oof, that is a double freeze, though. Which I do not love. I realize that we can't kill this immediately, but I think it's worth it. Since then we get the riposte. Oh, I cannot kill. Supposed to be in a pretty unfortunate position. Alright, here's the plan. And then if we live, then that dies. So now we only have one enemy to deal with. This time we don't get double, whatchamacallit, double frozen, which obviously helps. And also the Dispel not showing up until super late in the fight was, huge. We're gonna need that extra mana. Man, imagine if I remembered I have a doubling spyglass over here. Wouldn't that be neat? It's not really what I was looking to see. Really hoping to find our, whatchamacallit. So I think I would really like to see a Forbidden Rites or a, whatchamacallit out of this fight here. Oh, tip. I was thinking I was going to get that off, and then I just did a dumb and forgot. And we don't have enough evasion. Yeah, this fight has kind of been a nightmare factory throughout due to my misplays. This fight had no business being as challenging as it was. I think the Prismatic Strike does the most for me. Ordinary Strike is very good, but it's just like we get dispelled and then it's just, we lose all of it. I gave this up the first time. I kind of think I want it now. Well, no. Huh. No, I don't think we want any of this, of what we have. That's tempting. This just shreds the purity, though, and I know we have emptiness in A3. And I think that this deleting purity is just too valuable to pass up, unfortunately. And that upgrade is very important, because like that card is just much, much better once it's upgraded. There's probably debating cutting one of these. So we didn't get any more, we still don't have any more summon. Any more enemy summon, which is really unfortunate. We are fighting Baelator, which makes me want to have evasion. Which means going through the those Orcums. So I think we're going to start here. And we are fighting Endurance. So just all sorts of things I didn't want to see. That's actually perfect. Gonna need this mana. That is 20, that's not enough. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. I really wanted this to live long enough for me to get the heal, for me to draw the Absorb Noise. So yeah, we went from that fight that was just miserable to that fight, which went very well. That card's nothing. You finally take the Ferrocantics. Actually, I think we reroll and take the other card here. Just kidding, we're going to take the Hunter's Focus. So I think I would describe this run so far as a mixed bag when it comes to showing off what Ru can do. Draw me mana, I can copy. Yes, thank you. That was calculated. I remember that was going to happen. Which is why I did things the way I did. Also, I have not lost control of the situation. And I also have remembered that I have whatever sitting in reserve. The spyglass. Sort of playing that, I think, just for the extra whatever. The nice thing here is riposte. Got to eat up all that evasion they tried to set up. Because there is no escape. Whoop! Okay. There we go. I know I said I was here for the evasion, but forbidden knowledge is just so good to have. Oh man, we actually have to do this fight just because we have to. Normally I do this fight because I can. Because this gives us a set of whatever rewards. Let's actually tag you once. Seems like an okay place to end the turn, although we are exploding. Seems like a good time to spyglass that. Not getting a completely reasonable amount of poison out. What if we got more poison out? That's what I'm saying. Just completely a fine amount of poison. Just need any other way to discard so we can get a whatever shiv. Actually, we don't even need to do that because we just didn't turn. I think that's enough. I think that's enough poison. Okay, we are taking a clear focus. I don't think we're actually going to be getting any. Yeah, there's no treasure slime, so that's going to do nothing for us. We'll take that even though it doesn't really do anything, just because. At this point, I think we cut one of the predicts. I think we've got enough better mana cards. Just going to dodge that fight. No point in taking it. You cannot have my strong tea. Fortunately, these guys do not give us treasures. I think I'm actually going to pitch that so that I can do this. All right, there we go. All right. Oh, I should just copy that. As we've learned, that's a completely reasonable strategy that allows us to do fair things. Thank you. Alright, now we have enough evasion, which means dodge. God, those critical poison hits, they're very good. Bye. Honestly, tough choice. I think the Contemplate's slightly better, but could have seen an argument for taking any of those. It's always a good, which is my favorite kind of hand, of course. Right. Let's just doing that, I think. I think we're just letting this turn be relatively meh. Because we're going to farm off these things. Even if they explode, I think it's fine. Oh, I should take the turn to go and get rid of the idle stones, but it sounds dangerously similar to planning ahead, which, as we all know, is not something I believe in. That kills you. Alright, good. And then we explode here, but I think that's fine. Even the double explosion. That's still very rude. It's 4 powerful, just instantly stolen from us. Oh, I messed up there. Okay. I should have done that first. Alright. Just don't quite get that kill, but we do get progress. Haha, we had enough extra mana that didn't actually hurt us at all. God, like evolving that doesn't actually help us a ton. Void Ritual's pretty okay. I didn't really think about it previously, but like we can discard it to get Curse on all enemies. We get a copy of it, which means that, like we can loop it, or it gives like a repeatable discard target. Having second person max strike is okay. I kind of want Forbidden Rites. Thank you. No, no. Upgrade. This goes to draw 4, which is very good. I think the Arms Race Plus is actually probably your best pick. And like, again, I'm so bad at cutting cards. I just don't know. Got so many cards that I like. Problem is when you like all the cards, it's hard to cut cards. Alright, we could go through here. That seems needlessly difficult, though. Especially like the evasion on that front one would be a pain in the butt. Although, let's see what my luck's like. Hey. We do take damage here, but could be a lot worse. We only have one real threat left on the board, which is always nice. We actually do pitch that. Aha. We don't actually have to execute whatever. I'm just going to copy that. And then we are going to Tempest Strike. Just going pretty well, I would say. So we had like the one fight, that one boss fight that was like a major nightmare. But aside from that, this is good, but unreliable. Can we afford a second armory? We're going to try it. No. This is better than that, though, on account of doing something for us. Alright. We will have the temporary powerful buff going into whatever. We could pick up a second Hunter's Focus here, but I think just getting the Dark Focus is better. Alright, we do fortunately meet that condition. I just always assume that we will, but, you know, there's always a chance that we won't. That doesn't get us more cards. That does. I think that's the upgrade. Should have considered just doing Cannon Blast Plus or Artillery Plus, but I'm not sure we would, whatever, words. That was weird. All right. Just gonna draw us that. We're going to copy this for value. I don't even know that we can afford it, but we're going to try. Okay, we definitely can't afford it. But sometimes that doesn't matter. God, that was beautiful. I just need to do Bay later just like that and it'll be fine. This is almost a consideration over the... I think that's better. but this is our last time to get stuff, so that reroll, or sorry, the Gilded Skull does get rid of Vital Stones. We only really care about getting rid of like the Frigid Vital Stones. I think we pass, and we're just going to go for it. All right. All right. Absolutely, we're copying this mana. Okay. All right, we are guaranteed to find mana here. Obviously, not a turn one kill, but pretty good place to set up for next turn. Naturally. And we have to deal with whatever. I'm just going to copy the Crystal Egg. So we are going to freeze ourselves. I am aware of that. Don't worry. I mean, you should worry. I historically have a trash mind and tend to just forget what I'm doing. But in this specific instance, I got this. I need to discard a non-temporary card there. That's all I needed to do. I think we win anyway. Yeah, we have enough evasion. I just feel dumb. Yeah, if I just discarded any non-temporary card, we would have had the reactive shift ended immediately. But I didn't, and we don't. But that's fine. And so yeah, that is Rue just kind of doing Rue things. I'm kind of glad Keener Strike didn't take over the run to the extent I thought it might. Because like it obviously played a role, but I think that this run would have worked without them. And I think it did a pretty good job here of showing off just like Rue being Rue, which was the goal. Is just like this is you don't have to play dedicated to bleed Rue. Like we had bleed cards, but this was not bleed Rue. We don't have the Barbed Gale, we don't have the Gushing Wounds, and it still worked out great, which was kind of the point. So, and this was like, we had some of the good luck, but not like all of it. We didn't have We'd have like Frost Robes or Elemental Strike or Elemental. Like obviously we didn't put ourselves in a position to get Elemental Strike. We didn't get Elemental Prowess. We didn't get Enraged Persistence. We didn't get. There's like a lot of cards we could have gotten that would like made us even better. And the fact that we didn't and still were this good, I think says a lot. So anyway, that is going to be it for this run. I'll see you next time. Until then, toodles.